There is a difference between charge-offs and collections, but to truly understand it, you have to understand the different account types or account statuses. So let's break those down. First, you have a current account. This just means that you pay your bills on time. They don't have any issues out of you. You don't owe them any additional money. Like everything's good to go. The next account type is past due. Now, this is when you miss like one or two payments. Your account is still open and they might be calling you or sending you letters saying, hey, get your account current. But like the account is still open for all intents and purposes. Now, if you miss enough payments, a creditor could just be like, you know what? I'm tired of it. I'm closing it and I'm charging the account off. This just means that they don't believe that you're going to pay them their money. And so what will happen is that they close the account to any future charges so that you can't keep swiping after the fact. And it's now listed as a charged off account. Now, I want to pause right here to say that when an account is charged off, they have a couple options. They can either retain the debt and then just keep pursuing you for it. They can sell it to a debt buyer and now it's their problem, or they can transfer it to a debt management company. No matter what they do to it, please understand that you still owe this debt after it's charged off. It didn't just disappear. Now, a charged off account can be placed in a collection status and remain with the original creditor. That's more of an internal thing as far as how are they going to pursue you to handle the debt. However, an unpaid debt that has been transferred to a debt collection company or a debt management agency or a debt buyer, whatever you want to call it, that's considered a collection. Now, these three stages right here, you'll lose points in. You'll lose points when your account goes past due because for every late payment, that's 35% of your overall credit score that it affects. So every time you are late, you're going to lose points. When the account is charged off, you're going to lose points again because they forcibly closed the account. And then when the account pops up as a collection, you're going to lose points again. Now, when you're repairing your credit, it's really important that you identify which accounts are charge-offs and which accounts are collections, because charge-offs are harder to remove than collections. This is because charge-offs are still with the original creditor. You filled out an application with them, they have payment history on you, so they have evidence to substantiate their claims against you as far as like how it's reporting to the credit bureaus. With collections, you can attack everything from a debt collection company's ability to collect in the state that you live in. You can challenge whether or not it's a valid debt based on the fact that they might not have all the documentation that they should have in order to consider this a collectible debt, etc. Something else that you can do with a collection that you can't do with a charge-off is something known as a pay to delete. This is when you negotiate with the debt collection company before you give them anything. You say, hey, listen, I'll give you this money in exchange, you stop reporting to the credit bureaus. And a lot of times they'll take you up on that offer because they probably weren't planning on getting any of the money anyway. But a charged off account is not going to do that because they have an obligation to report the history associated with the account. Charged off accounts are usually found in the account history section of your credit report, whereas collections are usually separated and put into a section specifically for collections. This makes it a lot easier for you to identify those actually. I know that was a lot of information, but I hope I cleared it up for you.